That's beautiful, because that is quite telling in the way you create this safe space, the bedding for the feminine to express herself. That's beautiful.
What I realize it is just that I have zero judgment in me whatsoever. So I've had it said to me, it's like, oh, so you can be interviewing a woman and she can tell you that she had sex with 5 different men in the past week, and you don't seem bothered at all. You're just like, oh yeah, that's intriguing, like tell me more. That's a warm smile.
I know.
That's a warm and genuine smile. Crikey.
You know why? Because you look me right in the eyes. I cannot give you anything else then.
I'm feeling seen. Beautiful. Appreciated. All right, we ready to go? All right, cool. All right, so welcome to another episode of the Man Manual. Now, what is this? This is a show that is based on the fact that men don't understand women and women don't understand men. And we're in this kind of situation where there's like a gender war, right? But it's like men are the problem. These men ain't shit. And it's like these women ain't the problem, are the problem. These bitches ain't shit. But none of that is true, is it? Because we're all just human beings. You could even say that we're all souls inside bodies. And I have a suspicion that the viewer has as well. That's why he's watching that. There's a nefarious cabal of malevolent entities that are doing what they can to make mankind miserable. And they've concocted this situation specifically to harvest on our misery. And we say, fuck you to them, don't we?
We do.
We really do, and that's why we're doing this. So if this resonates with you, for the love of God, this is your tribe. Like, comment, subscribe, etc. But now, getting on to you.
Yeah, tell me.
So do you remember that we did our last podcast, like, I don't know, like a week ago or so?
Oh, yeah.
And I said to you, I said, hello, Tessa, we need to do this again. Because we had such a good time before.
Literally, we spent the entire day talking. I was like, I cannot shut up about these topics.
Yeah.
You're like, well, let's continue then.
Let's continue. Exactly. I told you that I needed a Dutch goddess to shoot another podcast with. And then you placed a hand on my heart and you said, Kieran, I can be your goddess.
Here I am.
All right, cool. All right, so here's what I want to get started with, right? So you sent me a video from a guy called 𝐡𝐞𝐫𝐞, and we're going to have it on screen right now.
How important is it to you to also make the girl have it? The amount of extra effort is just not going to really have much ROI.
And he's basically saying that trying to make a woman finish, arrive, trying to make a woman arrive,
give her pleasure, basically.
Yeah, is low ROI.
Yeah, what the fuck?
All right, so here's the thing.
Like, my heart immediately, like, I have
Okay,
such
yeah, how
like,
did you feel
my
when you saw
whole
that?
body responds to that with, like, ew, and, like, I don't know, it makes me feel very uncomfortable, actually.
Okay,
Not the topic, but
so
just, like...
how? So talk to me, like, what's going through your mind when you see that?
There's actually not much going through my mind. It's more my body is responding. It's like rejecting this at all. Like, to me, it's like insane. How can you not, like, do you actually like women? If you're saying that, sorry. I'm just like, I don't understand. But yeah,
Because
I
it
have a lot
feels
to say.
like, essentially, so like if I am with a group of people and I tell a joke, I'm largely doing it because I want to make them laugh. Because, like, their happiness is important to me.
Exactly,
right?
yeah.
So if I'm with a woman and I'm attempting to get her to arrive.
Make her laugh.
Yeah, to make her laugh, right? Yeah. Yeah, I want her to have a full body laughing sensation, right? So bad that she can't walk for like 5 minutes afterwards, yeah? And she's reminiscing on it the next day. So I want that. I'm doing that because her happiness is important to me.
Exactly.
So you're then feeling like when he says it's low ROI, that your happiness is unimportant to him.
Right. He doesn't care. He only cares about himself and what he can get out of a situation or a woman. And that's what I'm so deeply against, because there's so many people in my world that used to be men, but let's say people that walk around with this big void they need to fill, and they use other people and their energy to gain something. And to me, this guy saying this is quite telling, because that tells me this is a guy who comes to take things instead of add things.
So I hear your perspective. So here's what I hear when I see that, and this is why I said I got interesting things to say. So I hear him say that, and I hear a man who is like, women are the ultimate puzzle that I have no idea how to figure out, and trying to figure it out and failing is immensely painful.
Right.
Because when I am trying and failing, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And that makes me dislike myself. Because
Yes.
here's something I will say. So, you know, like women will joke about men like arriving really quickly, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah, but it's like a common thing in
Yeah.
society, right?
Well,
yeah,
as we age, it does happen less and less often.
with men.
Yeah.
All right, let me just say come. So men come quickly less and less often. I mean, I guess, yeah, because that's true with me. But the point I'm making is this.
Yeah.
Societally, it's kind of known that men are easier, right? Okay, cool.
Yeah, yeah.
So now let me give you something from the male perspective, because I don't entirely... I'd be lying if I said I can't see where that came from. I'd be lying if I said, "Oh, I have no idea." No, I have an idea where that came from.
Yeah.
Because...
But there's also like so many men like almost like complaining like it takes ages for a woman to like finish, right?
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So well, I'm going to try and like paint the scene, right? So it's like this. And again, I'm saying this as a man who, when I'm with a woman, her pleasure is my utmost concern. Utmost, just so we're clear, right? However, I see where this guy's coming from. And it's basically like this. So like, there with a woman, right? And am I doing it right? Am I not? How long have we been here? It's been like half an hour. Like, is it happening? Is it not?
Yeah.
And like his thoughts and his fears and his insecurities. Now, here's the thing, right? I'm pretty good at pleasuring a woman. Let me just say that with my chest. I am. I'm pretty good. No woman who slept with me be like, oh, that was absolutely terrible. It's at the very least, it was like mildly pleasant, right?
I mean, yeah.
But I try it, right? And the thing is that,
Exactly.
you know how many times I've been there and like I've second guessed myself, right? I've second guessed myself while I'm in the act. And I've wondered, am I good enough? Am I doing it well? Especially when I was younger, right? Especially. Now, like I said, like for one reason or another, I'm actually quite good. Am I the best in the world? I doubt it, but I'm quite good. If I wasn't, right, and I'm there with women and I'm trying, and you kind of get this feeling like, she didn't really enjoy that, did she? And you have this feeling of failure.
Yeah.
Failure. I could see how a guy would just come to it. He's like, fuck it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't trying.
Yeah.
Why should I try?
Yeah.
And
And if he says ROI, it basically says the effort and the pain
That's
I put
what-
in
yeah.
is not worth.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
that.
that's it. The investment.
But it's-
I'm trying. It's like, bitch, I'm trying. I'm fucking trying. It's like, tell me what to do. Tell me what to do. And it's
But
like,
like, we all come with a beautiful mouth that can speak words and that can ask questions. And oh my God, I had a conversation this week with a guy, and this man,
ooh, it's 1111.
ooh,
my phone.
again, I get 111 and 222, like the last
I've been getting
week.
1111 a
Crazy.
lot lately.
But like waking up at 222 in the middle of the night and be like, interesting.
Does that mean that we're headed to greatness? That the stars are aligning for
Yes.
us?
Yes. Actually, that was a message. Yeah. Great guess. But isn't that kind of always the message?
I have no idea.
Well, that's a whole other topic. That's podcast number 3 now. No, but this man, there's a lot of drama around this man, a lot of chaos. And he's seeing
Sorry, which man?
a guy I spoke to this week. I know him, and he's sleeping with some women, multiple women at the same time. He has like multiple contacts, but he's very open about that. Love the transparency. That's beautiful. But all these situations end in conflict, and not because he's seeing multiple women, because they all know that, they all consent to that. However, it is that at some point, something they do dislike, it triggers him in a way, it rubs his feathers the wrong way. And then he makes his own story instead of leaning in with curiosity. And that's where the friction comes from. And I try to tell him this, like, I'm like, as a friend, let me please tell you what's happening, because I see it over and over and over again. This is a pattern. you're hurt. You shut off. You make your own narrative. You jump to your own conclusion because that conclusion feels safe. And it doesn't feel safe to lean in with curiosity and ask questions. But he completely refused that. And I feel like asking questions is such a vulnerable thing to do because you might not like the answer if someone is really honest, right? And I think with someone that says like, yeah, okay, the ROI of giving a woman pleasure is like, yeah, it's bad. I don't do it. What if he would have asked questions? How would his life be if he would lean in and be like, hey, actually, what do you need from me in order to like get the most pleasure? She would probably tell him.
Well, so I agree. So, well, a lot won't, to be fair. It depends where you are. So, for instance, a woman like yourself, right? You and I have never had anything sexual going on, but I can imagine from knowing you that if there was, you would be like, I like this, I don't like this, I like that, I don't like that. It would be quite clear,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But that's not true of most women.
No.
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 Most women won't say a thing and often won't say a thing even if you ask as well. No, some will. Like there's a significant percentage that will. But like
That's
I've
a
had,
good ROI.
yeah. Come again?
That's a good ROI.
What do you mean?
Like, oh, my R is so fucked up as a Dutch person. The ROI, ROI,
Yeah. The
to ask, to create a safe space for them to express themselves, even if they don't naturally do it, because kind of that's the emotional provider in you that needs to like create the safe bedding for her to express herself, right? And if she doesn't express herself, there's still work to be done on terms of emotional safety between you two.
All right. So here's the thing. I was in bed with a woman once, and I tried to do something, and she rejected it immediately.
Okay.
Now,
Something crazy.
no, I feel like I tried to choke her.
Did you ask consent?
No. I mean, I didn't.
Dude, can I choke you?
If you really want. But anyway, that's a whole other thing as well, because to be honest with you, I would say that most women want you to just know what to do.
No. Well,
I know that you're going to say no. I know. But so here's the thing. So there's enlightened, awakened, sensual, in tune with herself, goddesses like yourself that you see everywhere in Bali. But then there's the kind of women that you just meet if you're living in Birmingham, right? Or
yes.
New York or somewhere.
Yes.
Who aren't particularly conscious and, I don't know, they're not really like that in touch with themselves.
No, but
And
deep down, they're still the same woman. They still want the same treatment, no?
You know, like there's the majority of women in the Western world want the man to know what to do. So they don't want him to say, do you want me to do X? They want him to know that X is the thing to do.
I have issues with this.
Well, you see, here's the thing. Like, so as a guy, the vast majority of us would rather just say, hey, do you want this? So it's not even like an ego thing where it's like, oh, I just want to do whatever. Personally, like I can speak for most men, so most men would love to be able to say, hey, can I do X? And have the woman say yes or no. Or have the woman just say, I want you to do X or I don't want you to do X.
All right,
It'd be
but these
much
men,
easier for the
like,
ego.
okay, but like if you want to do that as a man, that is your standard, and you need to find a woman that you can actually have this conversation with and not settle for anything less.
I totally agree.
Right? So why are you then like trying to like, I don't know, become something else and just do it? No, like, also it's such a sexy conversation. I mean, it's you can go like, you can have this conversation in like multiple ways, but you can skip it. You can be like, hey, can I do this? Or you make it sexy. You light some candles and you're like, baby, I want to talk sex tonight, right? And then you give her a nice massage. You would like kiss her neck, and you'll be like, honey, I have this fantasy, and
Okay.
I want to know
I'm intrigued.
if we are on the same page. So imagine I do this, and then I do that, and then I do that. What do you feel when I say that? Oh my God, every woman wants this. But it's the effort and it's the intentionality.
The energy.
God, yes.
Alright,
So even a woman in Birmingham would probably be like, ooh, that's hot.
So here's what I will say to you. The way that you've just said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I have this fantasy and I'd like to walk you through it. I see what you're saying. I definitely do. And I totally believe that if a man was to say it like that, then the woman would be like, oh, yes, okay.
Exactly.
Like, let's talk.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's like,
She would tell you everything.
I kind of do that in a roundabout way. So when I'm seeing women, I'm very upfront about what I am into. And often those conversations will be had before we've even entered the
Yeah,
bedroom.
that's so good. That's so healthy.
And I'm very unapologetic about it as well.
Yeah.
So like the energy I have is like, well, if you are not up for things that I'm up for, I will go another way. However, that's not from malice.
No.
It's not like I hate you.
You want to do this like
It's not like I hate you.
No, of
I don't hate you
course.
at all.
No,
You're a divine being, as am I. Right? So I'll go my way, you go yours, and we will
Yeah.
hug, and it's all good.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, there's other women who would like to do this. So here we are.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I do agree with you, which is that the men could just be more confident. But you see, here's the thing, and this is what I was getting at, right? So this woman that I attempted to choke, I think it was, right? Now, I did it. She stopped me immediately and she went, Kieran, that was dreadful. Don't do that
So
again."
good that she actually.
Yeah. Now, so here's
Yeah.
the thing, right? Here's the thing. In all honesty, 6% of me was like slightly hurt. 6%. But afterwards, he was like, all right, great. So I just won't do that again.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
But you see, the thing is now, so we're speaking about like men creating a space and things like this. But you see, like if all women were like that woman right there would be like, it would go a long way to helping things as well. Because I tried to do that. She was like, no, don't do that again, blah, blah, blah. And it was done.
Yeah.
What a lot of women do is, man, look, so I might do that and they'll just lay there and take it.
Yeah.
And maybe even pretend to like it.
Yeah, so this is very common because a lot of women, they have a survival mechanism called fawn. That's actually the fourth.
Fawn.
Yeah, so you have
F-A-W-N.
fight, flight, freeze. Women have fawn. Actually, all human beings, but it shows up in women, in
How do
women
you
much
spell
more.
fawn?
F-A-W-N.
Okay.
Fawn. I don't know if I say it
Yeah.
correctly. Do I?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Fawn. And it's almost like playing along with it so you're safe, right? And the system women go through so many situations where they kind of feel unsafe, but they don't want to trigger an explosion or a big reaction. So this is why it's so common in women, because they're being flirted with. Like, let's say they're going out at night and they're being flirted with by someone they don't like, but they feel like this man is like very big or maybe a little bit aggressive, and they're like trying to politely go along with it until they can like slide out of the situation, because they don't want him to explode when they say no. Or so this is very common, and this is why the conversation is so important, because you want to create that safe space before even trying to do, because so many women also like they have maybe they're I don't know, trigger warning, they're raped or whatever, and they have like a trigger there because they've been choked in like a different setting that was actually violent, and you don't know if you don't have the conversation. But in order to have this successful conversation, you can make it like sexy, so it's not like, I don't know, creepy. But yeah, so that's one of the issues you're dealing with. Let's say you don't ask consent, you are risking that the woman will feel no, but doesn't speak up about it. And that's, for both parties, really painful, I believe.
So, again, I hear you. But just to clarify, so outside of, say, asking for consent in the very sexy way that you described, or by speaking about things beforehand like I described, most women in the West do get a bit turned off when a guy asks for consent. Like, they want him to just know where their boundaries are. So it's kind of like both sides need to basically.
Yeah, but that's toxic behavior, so we're not engaging in that.
No,
right?
I know. I know. So what I'm basically trying to get at is there's things that both sides can do.
Yeah.
So the man would open up and basically ask what she wants, but do it from a position of strength and from power and
Yeah.
curiosity as well.
Curiosity is the key word.
Like
yeah.
a desire to know and understand the woman. And the woman was also stand in her power as well.
Yes, because let's say let's say you create that safe space, right? And you're coming up to me and like, baby, sit down. I want to have this conversation, right?
Sit down, we need to talk.
Exactly,
Let's
but
talk.
then in a sexy way, like with the candles lit and the snacks and everything.
Oils.
And you're sharing your fantasy, but nothing in that fantasy actually does something to me. The space must be so safe that I'm like, actually, I wouldn't like to be touched here. And then the curiosity is key, because that conversation can go two ways from that point, right? You could be like triggered and be like, oh shit, and then like close off a little bit, and then there's no more connection. Or the curiosity comes in and it's like, okay, baby, I totally understand. So tell me, what do you want? Share your fantasy with me. That's so sexy. That's so grounded.
That I have found is this. So, a compliment that I have gotten for years, and I've gotten it a lot more since I started doing this podcast, is how I am able to get women to open up and say stuff to me that they wouldn't say to most men.
And that's such a great compliment.
It is.
That's beautiful, because that is quite telling in the way you create this safe space, the bedding for the feminine to express herself.
Well,
That's
well,
beautiful.
well, thank you.
Take the compliment.
Oh, I do.
Bask in it.
I do, trust me. Trust me, I think about it on a daily basis. Right? I think about it all the time.
Yes.
But what I realize it is just that I have zero judgment in me whatsoever. So I've had it said to me, it's like, oh, so you can be interviewing a woman and she can tell you that she had sex with 5 different men in the past week. And you don't seem bothered at all. You're just like, oh, yeah, that's intriguing. Like, tell me more. And the reason why I don't seem bothered is because I'm not bothered. And the reason why I'm not bothered is because nothing about female sexuality threatens me at all. At all.
That's beautiful.
But, like, not even slightly.
No.
There's nothing about the fact that you are a being that's capable of having orgasms and things like that that bothers me in some way, right? And I don't have any desire for you to fit into some sort of mold for me to feel good about myself. And because of that, basically, when I speak to women, they can feel it, because I actually don't care. I genuinely don't. And therefore it comes up. So something I have always said to guys is that if you genuinely do not judge women's sexualities, you genuinely don't.
Yeah.
Not because like you're pretending, but you actually realize, well, you know, how the hell did we all exist? Sex, you know? Isn't it something that everybody wants? Yes. What harm is being done when somebody engages in sex? Like, nothing really. They're not killing anybody. No. They're not robbing or stealing.
They're having fun.
They're just having fun.
They're expressing themselves.
Would I want to live in a world where women didn't want to have sex with me? Well, hell no. Right? I don't want that world at all. No. So just fucking let it go.
Exactly.
And then so many doors open up.
Exactly. So this is the formula, I think, the non-judgment, but also you are a natural.
I'm the formula.
You are the formula.
I'm the formula.
Yeah.
I'm the key.
This is also why you have this podcast with all the women opening up on screen, being recorded for the entire world to be seen in a world that they will be judged in. But that's because you create the space that the container.
It's a conscious thing I'm doing, to be honest. It's part
and
of it.
I love it. This is how change is made, right?
Because it's pissed me off since I was a kid. I don't know why. You know, we speak about like souls, paths or something. This is probably one of mine, because once I first heard about sex and I was like, I learned that women are judged for it. I was like, that's not fair. I'm like 12. I'm like, that's bullshit.
But that's don't you think that might be some jealousy? Right? I think we talked about
jealousy.
This. Like, because women are actually very sexual beings.
Oh, from... Yeah.
So to suppress that,
No,
and
no,
make
no.
that diminish that?
No, no, no. I would go even a step further.
Oh, I love that.
Right. So here's what I suspect, and I can't remember if we said this in the last podcast, so I apologize if we did. I suspect that women are tuned in to some spiritual, energetic, psychic, transdimensional, intergalactic frequencies that men aren't, right?
Yeah.
That men dominate the physical world, but women dominate the spiritual world. And I think the way that women access that is through sexuality, right? And I suspect that if you was to like train women in this gift, right, they'd be like communicating with entities and things like
Dude,
this,
yes.
and maybe like healing people with touch,
Yes.
and doing all this crazy
Yes.
stuff, right? Or like levitating and things like this. I think women would actually be doing stuff like that, right?
I believe so,
But it'd be
actually.
like sexual energy, and it'd be all
Yes.
and building it up. Right?
Oh, I can feel it.
You know what I mean? They'll be doing all of that. That's what I think. And then I think that these nefarious entities that we're speaking about, they want to cut mankind off from this power, right? So then what do? Well, you make women terrified of this gift that they have. Because if they're
This is
terrified
so
of the
true.
gift, then they won't access it.
Yep.
There you go. So I think it's very deliberate.
And we don't even make women afraid of this. We make whole society afraid of it.
Yeah,
Men as well.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you make women afraid of it, you make men afraid of it, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you make it smaller. You put like shame on it and guilt and role models. Yeah, you're right, actually.
So I had an ex who was from the Middle East, and she's a very like spiritual woman, and of course she's from like a Muslim background. So basically, like you know how suppressed
Yeah.
the women are there, and she said to me something interesting because like you know what the dark feminine is. Right, so for someone who's watching the dark feminine, there's like two types of masculine and feminine energies. There's light masculine, there's dark masculine, there's light feminine, dark feminine. Light feminine is basically like a Disney princess.
It's all the qualities that are rewarded in society in terms of being a woman. It's the softness, it's the nurturing, it's the warmth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like think of like Ariel, Snow White,
Oh, yeah.
basically a Disney
100%.
princess. The
Yeah.
dark feminine is basically like,
A lioness.
but like to give an example, have you seen Salma Hayek in From Dusk Till Dawn? No. Okay, so there's a film called From Dusk Till Dawn, and I know you're very much like this woman, right? So it's about these people who they commit some crime and they're running to Mexico, and then when they get into Mexico, they're in a strip club, but it's like a Mexican underground strip club, right? Actually, it's like a bar that has strippers in there. But anyway, this woman comes up on stage, and she's this like gorgeous Latina woman, and she's wearing like a red kind of bikini, but it's like a very sensual bikini. She's covered in a snake. Yeah, and she's like doing all of these steps, and she's very
Very in touch with her.
not
like,
very,
every-
but like almost like I am really sexy and I will control you.
Yeah.
And things like this.
Like a spider that will eat you after she's done with
exactly.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's exactly that energy.
Yeah.
And if you Google like the sexiest women in movie history, she always comes up.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God, I need to watch this, actually. You gotta send this to me.
Oh, my phone switched off. Anyway, that is the dark feminine. Now, what she said to me is this. In that region of the world, she said the dark feminine energy is very, very, very prevalent. I remember her saying that, which I find fascinating because that's a region of the world where women are the most suppressed.
It's a natural response. I think. Not natural in terms of biology, because I do believe this is the most natural expression where this is the most sexy part of a woman. But in a society where we are like taught to like suppress that sexuality and that power, yeah, of course, this needs to be suppressed too, right? But it's true. Like if I listen to music from those regions, like with the almost like Dune, you know, Dune, they have this music that's really with the beautiful women's voice just chanting, and like when I listen to this, like literally my kundalini awakens. Like she just like wakes up and my whole body responds. And that activates also my dark feminine qualities. So I don't know, there's something there for them as well, 100%. They create that, they embody that, but they're also the most suppressed, yeah.
On a slight tangent, I remember I read a book called 9 Parts of Desire, and it was about sex in the Islamic world, basically what that's like. And then there was this one story that I read in the book, where, was it in the book? I think it was. It was either in the book or someone told me. But basically, this man is in, let's say, Saudi Arabia, and he walks into a building and he stands in an elevator. And he's going to, say, the top floor. On the second floor, this woman comes in, full, like, burqa. Can't see her face at all. You can only see her eyes. But this man's like a white man. He's not from their culture. He's maybe American. He says the woman turns and just looks him in the eye. And for that entire journey, she just stares at him with this intense eye contact. And he said it was the most sexual experience of his life. And then when the thing got to her floor, she just turned and she just left and she walked away. And like, I've always really liked that story because it's like, that story tells me a lot. There's things that she can't do, right, in her culture because she has to conform to the behavior. But she's looking for ways to actually express it.
Yeah.
And the thing that she's trying to express is clearly quite ravenous.
It's her energy. It's natural.
I like.
And the more suppressed she is, the more she needs to. She needs to find a way to express her nature.
So here's the thing. This topic is very, very, very intriguing. However, it's not what we came here to discuss, is it? We were meant to talk about you.
Again?
But we didn't talk about your love life, though.
Oh, no.
No, we didn't.
No.
So...
Do we still have time?
I think we got half an hour.
Okay.
Like, what time is it now?
I don't know. I don't have a phone.
All right, well, I'm saying we got half an hour. So...
They will end this at some point.
What the hell is it like being Miss Tessa Dutch Goddess? Meeting men, attracting men, dating men, etc. Like, help me explain, understand your world.
Yeah. So I have a lot to talk about regards to this topic. Actually, I'm not dating so much, but the more I channel my sensual energy, it's like I activated something, like I have a magnet in my hips. I don't even need to be the most gorgeous woman in the world. It's the energy that speaks. I can just sit in my cafe where I go every day. Every day I'm in the same cafe drinking my coffee and eating 3 hard-boiled eggs. And there can be just...
Specifically 3 hard-boiled
Yes.
eggs. That tells me a lot.
Why?
It tells me, like, you like routine, like you like...
I do.
Yeah.
This is also why I kind of travel, because I need to take myself
That's
out of
very
it sometimes.
clear. It's like, I'm drinking my coffee, everyone drinks coffees or whatever, but my 3 hard-boiled eggs, that was so specific.
Yes. And I also, every day I go to the same cafe because I like to be known.
Oh.
And I don't have to tell my order, they just know. And I'm just being served. I love that.
That makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you're
Okay,
in...
so let's say I have this, like, experienced this on multiple occasions where I would just sit there, like, not even looking pretty, because literally this cafe is next to my house, and I just walk there, like, in my...
Tessa, stop it. You not looking pretty, stop it.
I know. I don't need anything.
Who do you think you're talking
but this
to?
is...
Don't try and insult my intelligence. You're welcome.
I can at least try.
Go on.
And men would, like, walk past this cafe, look at me, take 2 more steps, and then reverse back and be like, I need to talk to her.
So they don't even turn around, they literally just backtrack.
I saw this happen once. It was so funny. But they come in and they try to talk to me. But I'm very clear with all of these
They
men.
come
like, if
into the cafe.
Yeah, they come
They
into the
will
cafe and
enter
sit
the
next to
cafe.
me and be like, I would be a very stupid man if I saw you and I wouldn't talk to you. So here I am.
Lord, that's a compliment.
And
I would be a very stupid man.
I love
Good
that
God.
compliment. And I love how respectful but also open they are about it. But I'm also, like, meeting that with the same respect. But oftentimes these men are not quite my type. And I do love their courage. So I acknowledge that. I'm like, I love that you did this. This is such a good way to, like, talk to a woman. However, I either say I am not open to dating, or I am, you don't seem like my type. I'm very clear about this. And we have, like, little, like, back and forth, and then they thank me and they leave again. Because also this is my me time moment, right? I need to protect that. So they can try, I thank them. We have a nice conversation, and
Can
then-
I say props and kudos to you, because the way you actually let those guys down is very beautiful.
Oh.
It really is. So, number one, for most men, approaching a woman is one of the hardest things he ever has to do, because you put yourself out there. It's like,
Yeah.
am I good enough? Right?
Yeah.
And usually, there's significant percentages of women who, if they're not interested, will be either slightly hostile, slightly,
Yeah.
not overtly, slightly, or just like kind of neutral.
Yeah. Or
And-
they don't say anything and they sit there for 1 hour and just kind of go along with it and then get like resentful.
Maybe. And what I'm getting at is, if more women did what you do, that would be just great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kudos.
Thank you.
But anyway, we still
Yeah,
haven't.
so there's a magnet in me. That's the point, okay? So
Every time you say there's a magnet in me, like you're
like
pointing
literally
down there.
it's the pussy magnet.
Okay.
It lives in my womb. And that's a portal, and that's, I don't know, it's like I have honey in my hips. My friend always says that,
Have
like
honey in your
your,
hips.
your honey is activated, and the men are like the bees, and they just
So
like
you've got yoni honey.
yoni honey.
Okay.
Yes, love that. I guess, and it's funny because
Feel free to like trademark that or use that as a term or something.
I should. No, actually, that should belong to my friend. Yeah, so it's funny because when when I don't feel so aligned or my sensual energy is not as activated, it also appears less. The more that energy is there and the more activated that is, the more it happens around me as well. Like it's an immediate reflection. And
So-
it's super cool.
Something you're making me think is like, okay, when do I just like attract women the most, right? Like attract. As in I'm just being, and for some reason, like, why are these women paying attention to me? All right, so there's 2 times that I can think of off the top of my head. Number one, if I'm in a club and I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
If I'm in a club and
Yeah.
I'm just having fun.
Focused on you.
Yeah. And I'm just dancing, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
And then I'll look and then be like, there's be some woman looking at me.
Yeah.
That's one. Here's another one. If I've like got to go somewhere, like I'm walking and I'm on a mission and I'm trying to get to this place, right? And I'm really focused to get there. And because I've got to get to this place. Then I notice women staring at me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think this goes both ways because it's also happening when I'm really focused on myself. Just like, because the moment I want attention, it kills the vibe. The magnet is off. Like when I'm like, I go to Nirvana, right? The nice gym. And I remember some days I would feel like not great and I would like try to outsource the validation I usually give myself. So I'd be like looking around like to the handsome men and like almost try to be acknowledged. Very behavior from my side, I think. But well, yeah, we're all human. And it would not work. It would not work if I would be like staring around, like trying to make eye contact. Not at all. However, sometimes when I'm activated, I'm so in my sensual energy.
Activated is a good word.
It is. You are literally turned on with life. When I walk into that same place, looking at the same men, but from an energy of just like, I am here. And I just look everyone in the eye, right? That's what I do. Like I walk around and I just like look at everybody. God, they cannot stop staring at me. But at some point I will just like sit down, read my book and not be bothered at all. And then they come to me.
So here's something I was thinking. So something that a third time when I'm the most magnetic that I can be is if I am doing things that make me feel good about myself. Like for instance, I did a 3-day water fast.
Yes, how was that?
Good God, that wasn't easy. Right? And actually, to be fair, I actually had to break it quite early. So at about 3 a.m. this morning, so I was meant to like break it at about 9 o'clock this morning, but I did it at 3 o'clock this morning because I was still awake and I couldn't sleep.
Oh, because the hunger was so...
I wasn't even slightly tired. Not even slightly. No, I was so hungry, I couldn't sleep and I wasn't tired. At some point I was like, fuck, if I don't actually go to sleep, I'm gonna like fall asleep at 7 in the morning and miss the podcast.
Yeah.
So I had to eat. But anyway, forgetting that. Though, right, so the couple of days I've not eaten, right? And is it hard? Yes, it is. It's not easy, right? The hunger, the background hunger, and I'm like doing my stuff in Bali. but I haven't actually eaten, and it's like I'm feeling slightly dizzy at times. I'm taking like salt to give myself like electrolytes. But I'm thinking to myself, all right, Kieran, but autophagy's kicking in and your body cells are repairing. So I'm aware of that, and I'm like, and also, how many people could fucking do this, Kieran? Yeah, there you go. All right. And then I'm feeling good about myself. And then like that energy that's coming from knowing that I am doing what I need to do to actually put myself in the right path. Because like I've always wanted to fast more than I actually have. And I've always been aware of the fact, like, look, if I was to fast for like 1 or 2 days a week, every frigging week, I'd be on fire. Because my body, my cells would cleanse themselves out. You know, they say fasting is the way to God, right? So I'd be like this frigging channel for all of my energy. And anyway, so I'm doing it and I'm feeling good about myself. And then all of a sudden, women start reaching out. It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's intriguing. But still, we're talking about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So, sorry, I kind of like commandeered the
Yeah, but
conversation.
I love that.
I commandeered it.
We all have equal like space to talk.
No, this is about you. This
Okay,
this
sure.
is goddess time.
Oh, I can receive.
But yeah, okay. So like actually dating men now. So we've spoken about men that you reject.
Yeah.
What about the men that you don't reject?
Well, there's not so many.
Yeah. So the few that you don't reject. Talk to me. In your life, you have not rejected men at some point, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
do. Yeah. So I think I made like a very big journey. I accepted, well, let's say I had a wound around receiving and I didn't even know.
Receiving
Whatever.
anything.
Like
Gifts, love, time, affection.
money, space to talk, anything. I thought I was doing really, really well in that department. And had like, for example, my ex, wonderful person. I would like think so highly of him. It would almost like, oh my God, how did I get this guy, right?
I've had
Whereas
that thought.
now I would be like, of course.
I've had that thought.
Yeah.
Would you say that belief negatively impacted your relationship?
God, yes.
Yeah.
God, yes. And also, like, I know he wanted me to be the goddess that I am, right? And he used to ask almost like for me to become that woman, and he would be like, "Please, like he wanted to see the dark feminine," and I could not like step into that role because I was still in like some good girl patterns. Like I wanted to please him, I wanted him to feel safe. I was giving him all the things that I wanted to receive, right? Almost like a transaction. I was like, I need to feel safe. So that's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to make you feel so safe, so seen, so heard. Well, actually,
He wanted you to rock his world.
Yes, and be challenged. Be challenged. And I would not give this to him. And also, I understand now because he was always like challenging himself a lot. Like he loved that. That's actually what he needed from me. And we spoke about this, I think, the other week. About like challenging men, like need to be challenged and receiving to say, oh, was that someone else?
Might have been me.
I think that might have been someone else. Well, doesn't matter.
No, we have had that conversation. I just can't remember if it was on the podcast or not. It might have been.
No,
afterwards.
it was the vlog, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, that vlog's coming out today.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Like this evening.
Oh, lovely.
So Ray, this is my editor. For the love of God, put a link to the vlog on screen right now. Thank you, Ray.
Yeah, yeah. It's a must watch, I'd say. Yeah. No, but I understand now the dynamic, and oftentimes as women, we are almost trained to please men, to serve men. Well, that's actually sabotaging the relationship, because. And the men, they start to challenge us. Like it's reversed. So I sometimes think, like, imagine I would be this woman that like challenges the man. Then it would flip back, and this man.
So what do you mean when you say challenge?
It's like it's being a mirror, for sure. Like seeing and mirroring back all the ways that this man could step up, but in a sexy way. Not accepting anything below standards. So cutting out the bullshit and
Isn't
being
that
like,
something both parties should do, though?
yes, I believe so. Yeah, 100%.
Because, like, that sounds beautiful.
That is so beautiful.
But, like, if I'm with a woman who isn't being her best self, like,
But also
be
be
your best
like,
self?
yeah, but also if you're doing stupid shit, I'd be like, dude,
That's my point.
yeah.
This is entirely
You
my
can be
point.
so much better. Stop the bullshit.
But
And
this-
also stop treating me like this.
This is entirely my point.
Yeah, and that's sexy. Because from that friction, something beautiful can exist. If both parties can.
But you were with this
Hold
guy
it.
and you basically weren't able to step into that because you
No.
didn't have enough self-belief or self-worth. You were so desperate to try and cling on to him that you had like clingy energy, which pushed him away.
No, because I ended the relationship. Well, we kind of both did, but I felt like I wanted to become this woman, but also I couldn't. Because also he couldn't step into the role he needed to be in, right?
Which was what?
More a stable provider energy and helping me, like also leaning in with curiosity, like, okay, honey, I see there's so much more in you and it's not coming out. What can we do? What do you need? And I might have the space to become this woman, but it ended in a way that I felt like I needed to go to Bali. I needed to get back to myself because I kind of lost myself in that dynamic, giving away my agency and sense of self. So I needed to have this journey on my own. And now I would attract such a different man because I would not settle anymore for a dynamic where, I don't know, I find it really hard to talk about this actually because I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to, there's so much to these dynamics. And if you zoom in on one thing, the whole picture gets like, yeah, I never did this actually. I struggle.
I understand.
There was so much, but it was just a beautiful relationship, and for the time it lasted, but we could not help each other progress past this point. We grew a lot together, and at some point, the story was just done.
Yeah, it sounds like you're both like the catalyst. Like you were meant to meet.
Yeah,
and in
100%.
meeting, you helped each other to evolve, but
Yeah.
it was never meant to be like a forever thing.
No. And I feel like there was a focus more on, and I see this oftentimes where a man is so used that he can just focus on him and kind of almost expect a woman to do that for him as well. So basically the whole relationship revolves around the man and what he wants and where he wants to go, and we expect the woman to just kind of go along with it and fit into that picture and nurture him while he's going on this journey and take care of his emotions. And oftentimes I see this with friends as well. Well, I think we thrive if it's the other way around.
So what's interesting is, hold on. So, okay, there's a couple of things to look into there. So number one, you said that you feel like society is set up in a way so that the relationship is all about the man and what he wants and needs. The vast majority of men who are watching this will have a physical reaction to you saying that.
I believe.
Because they're like, no, it's literally the opposite. It literally is. So if you look in like a lot of the comments I get in these videos, it's because like I haven't completely built my audience yet. And dating content usually is, let's say like towards the red pill where it's like women are the problem. So a lot of guys who think women are the problem like watch these videos and then they watch them through the lens of this bitch is the fucking problem.
Right.
Now, they are commenting things like women with their unrealistic expectations and standards of men, and they don't care, they don't give a crap, etc., etc. And like, for instance, you can just go onto TikTok now and you can see women will say things like, to date me, like, and she'll be like a decidedly average woman, right? Average looks, average intelligence, average attractiveness in whatever way you choose to define it. And she is like, I deserve a man that earns 6 figures, got himself a 6-pack, 6 feet tall, his dick's at least 6 inches. And she don't have anything that guy's actually going to want and need. So there's loads of men online who are like angry because there's a belief, which I don't strictly disagree with, because again, it's like I'm aware that my while like I'm in Bali and I'm in a certain scene here, and where that most people watching aren't in this scene, and where it's just generally kind of accepted in kind of society, which is women are perfect and have done all of the work. In fact, they didn't even need to do the work because they're just such radiant beings anyway. Men are men are fucked up, right? And like I say, like, okay, man and a woman are in a relationship. The woman puts on a ton of weight. That man has to remain as attracted to her as he was the moment he met her, even though what largely attracted him to her was obviously like the way she looked, as well as a bunch of other things. And if he even attempts to say anything about that, he's a terrible person. Woman's in a relationship, the man puts on a ton of weight. She is well within her rights to be like, you need to fucking get your ass in the gym. And it's totally fine.
I have a lot to say about this.
Talk to me.
Because even though I might not, like, I'm not able to express these thoughts I have in my mind as clearly as I would love to yet, maybe you can help me.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's just like some things forming that I haven't like completely, they haven't landed completely, but I'm onto something, right?
Is there a language barrier?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So men, when they come together, they like to challenge themselves, right? The way they treat each other is through like talking to each other like that. Like, dude.
Like when men are friends. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck? You're like, why did you gain so much weight? Go to the fucking gym, bro. Right? This is how they talk to each other. Women are like, hey, honey, I notice like there's some shifts in how you look. Are you okay? Can we help you? What do you need? It's the same conversation, but to like, actually, when a woman goes to a man and she's like, dude, what the fuck? Why did you put on so much weight? She's trying to talk to you in your language. Because with her girlfriend, she would be different. She'd be like, oh, honey, what happened? What's going on? Are you healthy? Are you feeling well? So actually, it's like, but we expect the same from a man, to be like as delicate with us as we are with our own girlfriends.
So like, here's the thing, right? You see, when it comes to me, there's certain women that I refuse to date.
Okay.
Because I know they're like what I've just said.
Right.
So.
And you have standards.
I do.
That's beautiful.
So something that I'm aware, and I say this a lot in my content, is if you find women who are either into personal development, spirituality, or to a lesser extent, the gym, or like maybe business, you're going to find women that will accept, let's say, hard conversations.
Yeah.
Because if you're into any of those disciplines, right, it involves you taking an honest look at yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
There you go. And it's a huge part of why I'm in Bali right now. Because I'm aware, right, that my female archetype is in abundance here. I'm aware, right? But I'm also aware that that's not the majority of women in the world. It's not.
No.
So what you just said about, hey, honey, like I forget what you said, but you came up with a very like nice way of saying
the curiosity again.
There's an issue.
Yeah.
I am telling you now. I go to Shropshire in England, right, and I meet some random woman there, and I say anything that implies after we're in a relationship that she's not ultimate divinity, she's gonna freak out.
Yeah, that makes sense also, because there's a fun contradiction here actually, because
Talk to me.
It's so funny. The better I feel about myself, the better I will take care of myself. This is why
That's true.
Why it works so well to give a woman compliments, to make her feel sexy. So let's say this man has a woman and maybe she gave birth to his baby, right? And she struggles a lot with like getting back to the gym or like getting back into her old body. She needs so much love actually and time, instead of a man being like, oh, I'm not attracted to you anymore. That is like, that makes the whole narrative about him. Like, you need to change because I don't feel comfortable anymore. Well, like at the same time, you can have another conversation, be like, oh, honey, I love you so much. I cherish you so much. I see how much you work. I see how much the toll this whole new situation takes on you. What can I do to support you? Because I am so in love with you and you deserve the best. She will tell you, okay, honey, I need this and this and this. She will get back to her own beautiful divine being. She will start to love herself. And then the natural result is the more self-love she has. the better she will probably take care of herself. Now, I don't know how it is in the entire world. I can only speak for myself, but for me, it would definitely work like this.
I know it would work like that with you. I have no doubts about that at all. Okay, so we are running out of time. So.
Oh my God, we always have this, and then we cannot shut up.
It's a quality problem, right? There is a part of me that's thought, like, should I just do something with Tessa on an ongoing basis? I've had that thought pop into my head. See how that lands. I don't know. Anyway,
I also had that.
What was I gonna say? Now, there's something I was gonna say.
About.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what I like about these conversations, right, is that we don't have to agree on everything, right? And we can actually, like, we haven't sat here and been in 100% agreement with everything that we've said.
No.
No.
And that's
However.
beautiful.
Yes, however. Is there even the slightest vibe that we're enemies? No, there isn't, is there?
No, but there's so much respect and love and understanding. And
And you know why? Because it's not me versus you.
no.
It's me and you exploring ideas. That's it. We're on the same team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I appreciate this
We
so
have
much.
the same goal.
Yes.
Right? There we go. So we're not enemies.
No, you know what? And that's the main theme, I think, of this whole podcast. It's the curiosity. The curiosity is what makes the difference. Because you always have two decisions. You can lean in with judgment or you can lean in with curiosity. And again, this will determine the outcome of the conversation. Okay. So we lean in with curiosity.
So thank you for that, number one. Thank you. Very much appreciate you. Thank you.
Same.
And also, thank you for showing some leg as well, because that's going to help with the engagement.
Are you sexualizing my body?
Kinda. I'm just aware of the fact that the watch time will be like,
well, in that case, let me show someone.
Kinda. Yeah, I am, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to make the channel grow. And if like your leg is going to help, then let's get your leg out.
I mean...
Whatever
is necessary
right? Whatever we're gonna
do spread these
within reason.
views. Exactly.
Within reason.
I'm still fairly dressed.
Exactly.
I'm being very modest. It's
you certainly
some
are.
leg.
Yeah, it's just some leg. Anyway, so yeah, thank you to the person who's watching. And again, right, so I've done some research on what I can do to build this brand, right? And what I realized is I've got to build more of a tribe, right? Build a tribe. I've been doing research, and the way you build a tribe has got to like actively say what the goal is. And I've been doing it like subtly and subconsciously, but I need to actually start fucking saying it.
I love this.
Which is this, right? So I'm not too pleased with the state of the world.
No.
I'm not.
No.
And somebody needs to do what they can to combat all of this BS that's going on, like I spoke about before. Men not understanding women, women not understanding men. And it's like war that's going on. And polarizing as opposite sides. And we can't listen to them because they're the effing enemy and all of that crap. So, to the man who's watching, if you watch this and you're like, I am tired of this bull crap. I really am. Women aren't the enemy. I don't hate or dislike them. Because I really like women, you know. I always have.
I love men.
I always have.
Yeah.
Like, my mum's a woman, right?
Literally.
She taught me to read. I wouldn't be an author without my mum.
Women build entire humanity.
There you go. I really like them. I'm not happy to live in a world where like they're the enemy. I can't do it.
No, we need each other.
They're not perfect.
No one is.
Exactly.
No one
This is the point.
Right.
No one's perfect. But I'm just not living in that world. No. So if you're like, I'm not living in that world either, this is your tribe. And join. For the love of God, like. Little Kieran likes it when you like and comment. My inner child, he does.
Yeah, and also if you just want to see more of this content. Yes.
Yeah. And little Tessa, she likes it too. But
little Tessa.
I mean, you're in a child, right?
Yeah, but also the wild woman in me. She's like, let's
both
share that vision, babe.
Fuck it, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so wild Tessa, wild woman Tessa, wild dark feminine Tessa, she loves it.
Yeah.
Wild dark masculine
Kieran
basically fucking loves it too.
If you wanna,
fuck, I was meant to read to you. Oh my God. I was meant to read to you. Oh, crap. All right, well.
We'll do that.
Yeah.
We keep coming back to this. So
yeah.
I'm
anyway.
we need to wrap this up.
Yeah, anyway, so
Yeah.
the long and short of it is goodbye, take care, au revoir. Join the Substack. I've got a service called the AI Texting Wingman. So basically, like if you're a man, you don't know how to text women, right? And like that you get ghosted a lot. It will like read your message and say, well, maybe you should say this. And here's a way to make it more entertaining and more engaging and whatnot. So you see that reaction there, right? If you want women reacting like she did here to the sound of the AI Texting Wingman, but actually to your messages.
Yeah, but not like to learn.
To learn.
To learn.
Exactly, to learn.
So we don't have to teach men.
Exactly. So there is a link on screen, right? Ray, that's my editor. For the love of God, put the link on screen. I think I'm just going to talk to Ray in episodes from now on. I feel like
yeah.
oh no, we actually no, we're done now. Yeah, because they're angry now. They hate us. Anyway, bye. Love you lots. Ciao.